I'm Jeff Natale, and this is our second vlog, and I thought that today I would talk a little bit about the idea of making it through the Christmas season. Christmas is almost upon us. We're getting very close to being at that day that all the kids look forward to, and it really is a remarkably magical day that kids really enjoy. I know I still enjoy it. But I really thought that it would be a good idea to talk a little bit about surviving the Christmas season in really 4 very simple steps. So without further ado, here they are. When it comes to kids and their mood and the struggles that they have in dealing with being irritable and that sort of thing, there are some very basic physical things that we should attend to as parents that can make the Christmas season a lot more enjoyable for them. And the first of which is sleep. And sleep is not something that we want to try and implement the day before Christmas. Really the idea of our being able to sleep and sleep restfully requires us to have a routine in our sleep patterns, and it's because we train our brains to click off and click back on as the sun rises and sets. And for those of you who live in Northwest America, like we do here in Erie, our days are much shorter, gloomier, the sun is out less, so there's a lot more dark, of course, and it's colder, and that can really affect our moods. So we really want to make sure that our kids get to bed on time. We want to have healthy bedtimes for them, and really healthy bedtime routines, and that's that 30 minutes or so before your child goes to bed, brushing their teeth, really soft activities, things like reading a book, no video games. Television is probably still even maybe a little bit too much. So we want to do soft things with them, and we want to prepare them. Their beds should be prepared to be warm so they don't get cold in the middle of the night. Those kind of things, those self-evident things that we as parents can do to help them rest well throughout the night and sleep well, so they can get those deeper levels of sleep. The second thing that we want to consider is they're feeding their bodies, and really that's really important, especially on the days that you plan on taking them out to visit family and that sort of thing. And often when, as is our tradition in our culture, to eat very big meals on the holidays, it's not such a good idea for kids. So what we want to do is when we take our kids out, whether it's to go shopping or to go to grandma's house or to go visit other relatives or friends, is we want to make sure that they've eaten something, even a sandwich or something small that they can have in their stomach, because appetite has such a large bearing on a child's mood. The other thing that you want to consider if you're not going somewhere to eat, if you're taking them shopping and the like, is you want to bring snacks with you and feed them regularly, maybe every 20 or 30 minutes. Let them chew on something, pretzels or things like that are healthy, that have maybe complex carbohydrates in them. But that also can fill their stomachs, again, because we want to regulate the blood sugar, and which has a direct impact on their mood. Another thing that you want to do as your kids are off, especially for the holidays, you want to get them outside. You want to get them out in whatever sun that there is. You want to get them out in the sun. You want to get them out in the fresh air. You want them running around, being Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 couch potatoes is not a good idea. They really ought to be outside, running around, going sledding if there's snow where you live, or just getting out enjoying the sun, really having as much time in the fresh air as possible. It does 2 really good things. One, for you, it keeps them out of your hair and gives you some much-deserved time without that craziness. And for them, it gives them the exercise that they need so that they can, again, sleep more restfully at night. Finally, on Christmas Day itself, you really need to know your child, and most importantly, you need to know when to say when. as adults, we love to socialize. We love to get together with our friends and our families and spend time with them. But not such a great idea to spend inordinate amounts of time with friends and families when it comes to the kids. You really, really want to try and be mindful of your child's routine, even over the holidays, because remember that your children do have to return to school. So be mindful of that routine and know your child when they are overstimulated or it's just too much for them. Then it's probably time to say your goodbyes and head back home. So I hope this was helpful, and I think that if you follow these 4 little tidbits of advice, I think you'll have a much more happier and healthy holiday season. And thank you for tuning into Erie Kids.